thought that football was a very important game, but I never realized until today just how important it is.
Hello everybody and welcome to Talk THFC and welcome back here to the channel, guys. And in today's Tottenham Hotspur update, we're going to be discussing Serge Aurier leaving the club, Bennett going out on loan, Carter-Vickers going out on loan to Celtic, and Emerson Royale signing for the club. It's all coming up in this video. So yes guys, let's start from the beginning of deadline day, where we heard the Emerson Royale to Tottenham, here we go, from Fabrizio Romano, and then later on during the day about 6:30 we got the announcement that Emerson Royale was signing. Now I did already cover this in the video last night, just a short update video. It was very short, but I'm going to go more in depth with it here, as a statement with the club reads: "We are delighted to announce the signing of Emerson Royale from Barcelona, subject to international clearance and a work permit. The right back has signed a contract with us until 2026 and will wear the number 12 shirt. And the rest doesn't really matter, apart from Emerson will travel to London from Spain later this week." So I did already cover this in the last video. If you guys had watched that video, I'd go and read the full statement, so I'll do it more in depth. I just decided to cover that a little bit there, just because why not? It's a Tottenham update after all. But yeah, so happy with this signing, guys. Personally, I am. Think he could be a good signing in that right back department. But speaking of right backs, because yes guys, the next bit of news I want to talk about is Serge Aurier has officially left the club. Because in a statement from the club can confirm the departure of Serge Aurier following the mutual termination of his contract. Signed from PSG in August 2017, Serge made his debut on our 3-1 win over Borussia Dortmund in the Champions League, before going on to make 110 appearances for us, scoring 8 goals. Serge said, "I have really enjoyed my time at Spurs and I would like to thank the club and the fans, but now I feel it's the right time for me to move on to a new challenge. We thank Serge for his service and wish him well for the future." So Serge Aurier decided to leave the club himself. Spurs granted his termination, which basically that's what from my understanding, that's what I understand here. He wanted to leave, so he requested, "Can I have a contract termination?" and then Spurs clearly granted it, as you can see. So that's my understanding. I'm happy with this because we did sign basically a better right back in Emerson Royale. Younger, has more potential, could also mould into our system quite well. While Serge Aurier, once we signed him, had already kind of moulded into the system with Emerson Royale. He can kind of mould in himself. But yeah. Guys, the next bit of news I also want to talk about is J.N.L. Bennett has been loaned out of the club. In a statement from the club, J.N.L. Bennett has joined League One side Crewe Alexandra on loan until January. The 19-year-old winger has been a regular in our academy sides in recent years and has made 2 appearances for our under-23s in the Premier League 2 since the beginning of the season, scoring once. He also made his first team debut as a second-half substitute in the first leg of our UEFA Europa Conference League playoff against Pacos de Ferreira in Portugal earlier this month. So, good youngster for us, been loaned out to Crewe Alexandra. Happy with this. Also loaning out some youngsters that do need to be loaned out. Of course, he played in the Premier League 2 for our under-23s. So I think it's a good move for the man. Speaking of loans as well, guys. And yes, guys, the final bit of news I want to talk about is Carter-Vickers being loaned out. Because in a statement from the club, Carter-Vickers has joined Celtic on loan for the rest of the 2021/22 season. The 23-year-old defender, a product of our academy and a full international of the United States of America, has made 5 first-team appearances for us to date. So, quite simple one here, guys. Carter-Vickers has been loaned out. There was talks that apparently they have an option to buy. I don't know how true this is, but that's coming from Alistair Gold and like Kilpatrick and stuff like that. So yeah. And yes guys, so that has been that Tottenham Hotspur update. If you want just a quick recap, we discussed Emerson Royale joining the club, Serge Aurier terminating his contract, Carter-Vickers being loaned out to Celtic, and J.N.L. Bennett being loaned out to Crewe Alexandra. If you want to have more Tottenham Hotspur updates, more match previews, more match reviews, more predicted lineups, and make sure to subscribe, turn the post notification bell on, and also hit the like button while you're at it, because why not? And as always, come on you Spurs.